Hello guys, welcome back to Rovers Return. Now, since last time, I've obviously played the rest of the season, I've gone through it, we've done all the transfers, everything's done. I'll show you the league table from what happened last time. Here it is. So Blackburn, we finished in 10th last season. A decent result, I'd say. The last few games, a 2-2 draw with Chelsea, a 4-1 win against Bournemouth, and a 3-3 draw with Brentford. Now, I've taken screenshots of what's happened at the end of last year, so we'll quickly go through them. So, the new arrivals, we had Larson, Popov, Jev, Kamara, Hlozek, Bowen, Alaza, Dembele, just to name a few. We had a pretty good side last year, to be honest. As you can see, Kamara, 10 goals, 9 assists. Really came into his own. I didn't expect him to be as good as he is. He's been playing fantastic for us. We didn't actually pay a fee for him either. So, a free player, essentially, who's got 10 goals and 9 assists for us, really good for us. Advanced a lot as well, like fourfold. Jared Bowen, 13 assists, brilliant for us in this whole of the season. And 12 goals for Hlozek has really gone under the radar. I didn't expect that. 67k from Sparta Prague. A nice little player. And a lot of young players and wonder kids, as you can see throughout this. Alaza may be the older one out of everyone here, but a lot of players doing pretty well here. Karamako Dembele especially. That's 15 goal contributions that he's got there in 24 starts. It's impressive. It's very impressive. Move on to the season. So a season to remember. 10th, as I said. Disappointing start to the season. You can see on the right-hand side. Liverpool, a 6-3 loss with that Haaland, obviously. And then a pretty rough schedule. We had a very rough schedule last year. As you can see, Liverpool, Arsenal, United. I mean, Southampton aren't fantastic. We should have beat them. And Leicester City. A difficult start. And then a surprise win against City and Tottenham. Really led us into a weird start to the season, but everything worked out for us. 16 wins, 7 draws, 15 losses throughout the season. An average attendance of 23,000, so might have to expand the stadium, not this season, but maybe next season. We've established ourselves as a mid-table side now. I'm pretty happy about them. I'm confident we're better than Southampton, Sheffield, Newcastle, Brighton, easily Brentford, and then you're looking at maybe battling for these mid-table sides, but an impressive season nonetheless. There are moments to remember. The biggest win, obviously, that 5-goal game for Adam Armstrong, and then another one, match to remember, Sheffield United 4-1. That was another match to remember. 4 goals for Adam Armstrong in that one. And the goal of the season was for Tonali, who just seems to bring the best goals out for all occasions. He's really good, Tonali, at scoring those long distance goals. But yeah, nice little goal of the season for him. Then this is how we lined up for the majority of the year. Adam Armstrong up front, obviously 7.33 rating for him. Fantastic. Hlozek on the left, Bowen on the right, Kamara, Travis, Tonali, Alaza, Jev, Popov, Nyambe, Larson, decent little win. And then I managed to get a Manager of the Month award, should I say, sorry. Decent year. I mean, a lot of record-breaking years, 51 goals in a season. Jared Bowen, 13 assists. Obviously, they don't carry over the stats for each individual club via that way. So we'll have to see what we can do out there. So now we get into the transfers, and trust me, you're going to be impressed with some of these transfers. So leaving the club, just to highlight a few, Jonas Knudsen has left the side. I've sold him for, I think, about 950k. He came in, he's played 2 good seasons for us. We did sign him for 2.5 million, which was, in essence, quite a lot of money actually. But he's been playing well for Midgetland in their league, but he just didn't really fit the bill for me. He's a decent player. Probably should have got a lot more money for him, but I just don't really feel like having him at the squad. 30 years of age. He's an alright player, but I've probably mugged off a bit here. As well as that, Max Kilman follows him. He has left to go to Sheffield United. He's a good player, Max Kilman. He has been playing very well for us. In the first year in the Premier League, we got him for 3 million, 23 games, 7 rating, a 6.83 rating the year after. He's a fantastic player. He's versatile. He can play at the left-back role very well as well. Centre-back he can also play very well as well, but just really not, at 26 years of age, someone that I'm looking to essentially build a defence around with the additions of Jev and Popov and some players I've brought in. But yeah, he's gone. We've made a nice tidy profit on him, £12 million profit. I'm very happy with how much money we've made off him. We've got him off the wage bill, and happy days, everyone's happy. Now, I'll only highlight a few transfers, and then we'll just go through them together, just like off the cuff. So, Diego Dallo are brought in as a replacement right back, not a replacement right back, but a backup right back, essentially just replacing Knudsen, as Dallo can play on the right and not equally as strong, but he can still play well on the left-hand side as well, as in like an inverted sort of wing-back maybe in the defensive role, where he can cut inside, get a few crosses in, maybe have a bit of an attempt on goal or whatever. But I just like him. We've picked him up for a 4.1 million. He's a nice tidy little pickup. He's already worth 13.5. He can progress, well, they say he can progress a little bit more in the future, but it's just a nice backup to Nyambe, where I don't have to rely on Nyambe, who I had to rest a lot last season. to play a lot of these games, but Dalot's a nice little pickup. I can't really argue it. 4.1 million, he wanted to come to the club. 29k a week, very nice pickup. Then we've signed a backup goalkeeper. So we brought in Larseneur. We never had a backup for him. I was playing Kaminsky a bit, but then he's obviously left. And then we've brought in a backup who happily will play backup as well. Ondrej Kolar, he's a nice little player, rushing out. He's got great stats everywhere, apart from obviously his sweeper keeper duties. I think he's more suited to just being a goalkeeper. Communication is not key. He's 6'4". He's a bit more of a presence in the air. Great kicking, great handling is the main one, and reflexes and rushing out tendency is pretty high as well. But he's a pretty good player. He's decent. He's just going to be a good backup, really, and hopefully he can come in to play the key games that we need him to play in. Now then, probably I think it's the biggest transfer we've made this year. An interesting one here. West Ham have remained in the Championship, and Souček was available. He wanted to leave. We got him on a nice fee as well. The system I want to use includes a box-to-box midfielder, and this man plays it probably better than anyone else in the top 2 divisions. He's unreal at this box-to-box role. As you can see, the physical presence, he's all there, apart from obviously his balance, and maybe lacking a bit in pace, but he doesn't really need it as far as I'm concerned, because he's off the ball in position is fantastic. Mentally, beautiful. This is what you want to see. The vision could be obviously a lot better, but I'm not going to complain when you're looking at 15s and 16s all around here. Then technically, he's still very strong. He's great in the air, which is something I lacked in last year. I really wanted someone that had a physical presence in the penalty areas, and preferably from free kicks as well, to sort out the lack of heading ability in the side. And then penalty taking, great penalty taker. He can finish pretty well as well. He's an interesting player. He's very good, going to be very good for our box-to-box midfielder role. He's been playing incredibly well in the Sky Bet Championship. Didn't really flourish under West Ham in the Premier League, but for 25 million plus part exchange, it was just like a reserve player with about 3.5 star potential. We brought him for 25 million. He's the most expensive signing of Blackburn in their history, but he goes straight into my side. He's going to be fantastic for us, and I promise you, he's going to be an absolutely massive success at Blackburn. And now, the final player, the most interesting player I've probably got on the save right now. Graham Gebby. Graham Gebby, the wonder kid, who's joined us from Hearts for 16.5 million after having a full season and a half in the Scottish Premiership, playing on an average of 7.1 at the ripe age of 16 and 15. This man's unreal. 17 tackling, 13 marking, could be better in the heading department, so he is obviously being trained on that. The mentals are absolutely phenomenal. 16 anticipation, 15 concentrating, decent decision making at the moment, 16 positioning, and physically he's already looking developed. He's already pretty much there, apart from his strength. But this man is coming as a squad player, but essentially he's going to be the man at the back for us. 17 years of age, he's only going to develop. He's picked up an injury, which is the most annoying thing. He's out for 2 to 4 weeks. But an incredibly good centre back, 17.5 million. This man looks like he's going to be a problem in the Premier League. He looks fantastic with these stats. And yeah, I'm so happy to bring in Graham Gebby. And what a name. GG. Now then, I'll just go through the rest of the transfers. So, it's weird how it all sets up. For some strange reason, the season 22-23 sort of picks out players that you sign towards the end of June or mid-June, and it makes it just a bit odd. So I think Football Manager needs to fix this, where as soon as you sign a player after all the transfer windows in England finish, it's then the new season. But a few weird ones here. So, since January, you can see Onana was the final transfer on deadline day. We've brought in some youngsters. We've brought in some pretty interesting players. The one you probably recognise, Ethan Laird. Just a quick look at him. Nice player. Brought him in just as a backup. He can play left or right back again. I brought him in simply because we have Olaza on the left. I needed a backup for Olaza as well. Ethan Laird can play left or right. Dalot can play left or right. I'll just interchange these dependent on where they can play. And Ethan Laird, a very good player, pretty complete player in there. Then Hernando Ortiz, a nice little young player. 18 years of age, he's coming from Colombia. Great potential. I don't think I've loaned him out actually. He's sitting on the bench. He's just a backup centre mid for us, but he's already a Championship standard player. Great passing, great vision, great technique, great determination, brilliant first touch. The physicals could evolve a little bit, but he looks a pretty good player. Then we've got Ruben Murray, another central midfielder. Well, in fact, no, he's a fullback, should I say. I apologise. A fullback who is fantastic, can I say. 15 tackling, 15 technique, 15 passing, 13 marking. Got the position in there, got the physical stats that you want. The pace could be a bit better. That's the only really critique I have of him. But the mentals as well, very good. Brought him in, 18 years of age. He's coming for 950k, nice little buy. And then Malloy brought in from Sundowns. Sundowns have a very weird amount of wonder kids. This player, goalkeeper, looks pretty good for the future. 15 in handling, 15 in reflexes. Great command of the area, 6'3" at 18. He could be a bit more. Looks like he's going to be a good player. Promise. I'll call him Promise. Promise. Again, a right back. I brought another right back in just because the amount of players here that I'm bringing in for marginal amounts of money that I can just sell on for. Then I'll just skip Salamanca for a second. Mael Dokic, I think this is how you pronounce it, Dokic. Great player again, central midfielder. He was one of the main players I bought pre the new amount of regions that came in. But this man looks very good in the mental department and physical department. Just needs to improve his passing, and then he'll become probably a key player in our side as well. Now then, Ronaldo Salamanca. Look at this guy. An advanced forward. I'm playing him as a complete forward. 6 foot. Brilliant physicals. Could do with being a bit better in the air. Balance could be a bit key, but 15 acceleration, 17 agility, 17 pace, 17 stamina, great natural fitness, good strength. Then his mentals, off the ball, 16. Decent work rate, vision and teamwork need to improve, but they'll improve naturally. 15 flair, great determination, great decisions. Composure's great at the moment as well. Aggressive, that's what I like in my side. 16 technique, 15 finishing, 15 first touch. He's heading in long shots and getting there. This man, we brought him in for 900k. He scored 11 in 20 at the age of 17. He looks phenomenal. I'm really looking for it. He's a squad player at the moment, but he'll probably play a few of our games. He looks really, really good. So that leads us to the tactics screen, and this is how we're setting up for this season. It's going to be an interesting one. Larson, Nyambe, Popov, Williamson, Alaza, Tonali, Souček, Bowen, Hlozek, and then Salamanca, and we've called him the Magician, because for a man who's scored 33 goals in his first Premier League season, who's an absolute gunman, you wouldn't associate Magic Adam with a gunman, would you? So he's been changed, the Magician. He's still a bit like, he's a child entertainer, the Magician. But no, he's pretty good. We're playing this 4-2-2-2 formation at the moment because obviously, as you can see down here, Kamara's picked up an injury, Travis is suspended, and Gebi is also injured. So that's where we're sitting at the moment. And tell you what, I think what I might do is I might actually play a game. We're going to go to the fixtures. As you can see already, there's been a few games that I've already played. We're coming up against Leeds today, who were very good last season. They played incredible football against us last season. It's telling me to play Onana in the central defender role, but I think I'm going to stick Williamson there for now. It's just a bit of a more natural centre-back in that position. We're going to submit the team, as you already know it. We're going to get straight into it. We're going to go positive against Leeds, because I think we've played pretty well so far in the pre-season. And we'll see how we can fare against Leeds this season. As we go into the match preview, Leeds this year, Solomon Still, Rafinha, a decent side. I wouldn't say a fantastic side. Llorente is there. They've set up pretty nicely, but our side is looking, from what I know now, I mean, this left-back and centre-back role probably needs to be improved on, but obviously we've got injuries at the moment. But we're looking stronger than this Leeds side so far. So we'll skip into it. I'll play through this game. It might be a bit choppy and changey, but yeah, let's see how we go. We've got a highlight straight away here. Adam Armstrong goes down this left-hand side. He gets tackled by Wendell. And now we're going to see how we can fare going forward. I've not really watched the side too much. I've played a few pre-season games as Popov plays it back to last year. But we've won. I think we've won every single pre-season game as Adam Armstrong is released yet again. Can he finish? He can. And Larson has the first assist of the year. A minute 20 in, Adam Armstrong breaks the back line. Beautiful, but Ederson-esque there toward Adam Armstrong, who takes it past his man and then just puts it in the near post. 2 minutes in. I'm not going to get too ahead of myself, as obviously I know we can obviously fall further than we can rise up at this point. As Adam Armstrong plays through Salamanca. Hold on. 2 minutes 40 in, it's 2-0. And Salamanca, in his first Premier League game, has just pulled out the filthiest chip I've seen for a long time. He runs at his man and then just into the back of the net, scoops it over Meslier, and we're 2-0 up in the space of 3 minutes here. Leeds are having an absolute calamity up front. We're playing well here. This is looking very promising. After a season last year where Leeds had won both games against us, we're coming up against Leeds this year with a drastic improvement, especially away from home as Bowen comes forward now. Salamanca into Adam Armstrong. And it's another great save. Jeez, I'm not used to seeing this. As they get the ball back in, Williamson's on it. Will he get tackled? He plays it off to Souček. It falls to Adam Armstrong. And Souček with a great strike. Adam Armstrong follows it up. It's 3-0 and out of nowhere from the corner. This is what I want to see. Hlozek with his physical ability. Williamson holds it up pretty nicely. Lays it off to Souček, who, what a strike that is, can we say. And then Adam Armstrong, he's not missing from there. puts it in the bottom right-hand corner, 3-0 in 30 minutes. And this is serious stuff. As Shackleton comes down the left-hand side now for Leeds, strike on it, into Bogus. Can he plays a ball through on, oh wow, Leo Debao with a Di Canio-esque strike there. Strike has the ball, plays it out to Bogus, I think that is called, back to Stroud, who, the boy sets himself up beautifully. Larson caught flat-footed. Oh, what a strike! And I'm very impressed already with Souček's contributions as another highlight. Wow, this is gonna be about a 20-minute episode. This Dembele coming up on this right-hand side, crosses it towards Souček, and he's got his goal. Souček on his debut back in the Premier League, where he belongs, gets the headed goal that I've wanted to see for so long. Dembele goes down this right-hand side, takes on his man, finds the cross in. Souček's on the edge of the box, wins the header, gets in there, and a beautiful goal into the bottom left-hand corner. Meslier doesn't know what's gone past him. 4 of the best from us today. Adam Armstrong starting the season off strong again with 2 goals. And we're looking great. 4-1 at the moment. Click. Ortiz gets it back now. He sets away Salamanca. Can he finish again? He does. 5-2. Salamanca. I mean, I didn't think he'd be this much of a sensation. But Salamanca, genuinely with this setup as well, Adam Armstrong plays him through. This could be a lethal combo up front. Salamanca, the little magician. You know what? I'm finding that on Google Translate. We're calling him the little magician. And this is a serious win for us. 5-1. 5-1. Unbelievable game by us there. Back in the goals, Adam Armstrong, 2 goals, 2 assists to his name as well, a 9.4 rating. We're top of the league to start the season. Let's see if we can hold this so far. What a game that was already. We're looking at a fantastic season ahead. Timo Werner, Calvert-Lewin, Salamanca up there as well. Look at that. Dembele with the assist as well. A fantastic game for us. 5-1 there. I've just looked it up. We've got to give him a nickname. He's unreal already. The name, Pequeño Mago, Little Magician. His price is shot up already by 1.7 million. Couldn't have had a better start there. This season promises to be a sensational season. If you're enjoying these episodes, please leave a like. Subscribe if you are new. You're going to enjoy this season. I can guarantee you. We're looking like a very strong side. We didn't even have a full strength defence out there and we still won the game 5-1. So I'm very excited for it. As ever, thanks for watching. I hope you're doing well. And yeah, can't wait for the next episode. Have a great day. From me, Alex. Ciao.